Joker Joker TV.
Remember how to pronounce this guy's last name? Faergolzia. All right, welcome to the show, everybody. We're going to have a pretty cool show today. You might have seen us post online about the moments of slack, so be on the lookout for those. Just a little something to be watching out for a couple times in the show. And we'll have more information about that later on, but just know that there's more coming with that.
Moments of slack.
Moments of slack. And we've got an interview with Noah James Saunders on the show this week. So that's going to be really cool. Artist, a local artist here in town. He's recently spent some time in L.A. with a gallery out there. So we'll hear all about that. Also, let's see. We've got a little bit of information about the JOKERJOKERtv Athfest stream. And, of course, we've got NATEBALLS, Little Funny Bone, Friends of Aquarius, and Classic City Creeps. But this week, the NATEBALLS Little Funny Bone is a special episode because he is out on assignment, out and about. So we're going to check in with him from another location, actually. So
that'll be fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun, yeah. So let's see. To get us started, we've got, if I say this guy's name right, I'm sorry, Seth Faergolzia. Faergolzia. With the band Multibird. But he's doing a piece here called Devil. And this, and actually I totally forgot to mention that band that we opened with, that was Bunnies, which we just recently got some stuff from them. So we've got more to play from them another week. But a really cool band. You should definitely check them out as well. This video was a song taken from their album called Music for Dinosaurs by Dinosaurs, which was released in February 2018. But they've been doing a lot of stuff lately, so definitely go check them out. So up next will be the Seth Faergolzia. Wait, did I say that? Faergolzia. Faergolzia. And this is called Devil Devil. He's out of New York. Let me see. He's got... oh, yeah, bring that poster in. We've got a poster here. He's got a tour happening right now. I'm not sure where he is today. Can you see that on there? It's really small writing. Zoom in there. Okay, we got June 6th, so he's in DE, Delaware?
Delaware.
All right. House show.
Karlsruhe.
Yeah. Say that again?
Karlsruhe.
Karlsruhe.
Yeah, this is actually in Denmark. It's not Delaware.
Oh, Denmark. Oh, that's in Europe. Okay. So he's not even in the United States. Oh, okay.
No.
I see. Wow, I thought he was nearby. Wow.
But check it out, yeah.
So if you're watching from there,
if you're in Karlsruhe, Denmark,
you might know where that house show is. There's not much more information.
I know where the one in Otterswee is.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Well, he'll be there tomorrow.
I was gonna take the helicopter if Rick would take me, but I'll have to talk to Rick.
We get Rick to drive you out there, fly you out there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's check out that, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
All right, here it is, Devil Devil by Seth Faergolzia.
I really hate it when we're tied together. I really hate it when we're tied together. I really hate it when we're tied together. Wonder if we're stuck forever. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I'm hitching down the road of passion. I'm hitching down the road to passion. I'm hitching down the road of passion, even when it's out of fashion. Meow, meow. They say that nothing lasts forever. They say that nothing lasts forever. They say that nothing lasts forever. It's also said that fate is clever. Meow, 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 meow. Devil, get out of my action. Devil, stay out of my passion. Devil, get out of my action. Devilry is out of fashion. Meow, 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 meow. Devil, devil, keep popping up and trying to hand me a bottle. Devil, devil, keep popping up and trying to hand me a bottle. Mother, keep on refusing his gift, 'cause there's a mental shift when I bring the spirits to my lips. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I got a mind of my own. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I got a mind of my own. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. There's a fate that ties this world together. There's a fate that ties this world together. Wonder if we're stuck forever. Meow, 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 meow. I'm tired of the mean and pointless. I'm sick of all the pain and sorrow. I'm pissed about a curse tomorrow. No one knows the way to go. Meow, 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 meow. Devil, devil, keep a popping up and try to hand me a bottle. They're trying to hand me a bottle. But I keep on refusing his gift, 'cause there's a mental shift when I bring the spirits to my lips. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I got a mind of my own. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I got a mind of my own. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I'm going home. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I'm going home. Devil, devil, try to own me, but no one owns me. I'm going home.
ELFANTE.
Power on.
I've traveled, seen places, different people. I've searched, I've been searching for the one to feel again right inside of me, and I'm complete. I chose you to fill my gap. Only you to close the gap. Such a life was given, so pleasant the time shall be. So aimed at the dark strikes, so honesty, the heart beats, so wise the mind thinks, so time the eye blinks, so slow the time takes, so swallowed unto you, my love sings. I chose you to fill my gap. Only you can close the gate. Like I throw the ball to the wall, it's bouncing back to me. Streams are flowing into the rivers, downpouring into the sea. My veins into arteries, my heart then breathes love. All I give to you, all I give to you, all I give to you. I chose you to fill my gap. Only you can close the gate. I chose you to fill my gap. Only you can close the gate.
I want my Joker, Joker TV.
All right, we're back. Some pretty cool videos there. That's weird. The music kept going for a little bit. So we had CSHU in there, ELFANTE, or ELFANTE, I think. He says it.
Elephant.
I think he says ELFANTE, but I like calling it ELFANTE. So that and then AnimaeNoctis did I Choose You. That was they teamed up collaboration with Tootsie King once again. It's been a while since we got a submission from them where they teamed up with Tootsie King. So it was really cool. I like the reggae style island jams.
Vibin'.
Really cool. And then what else? We had the I'm trying to remember his last name. Kyle.
Kyle
Here,
something.
I got it. Symonette.
Symonette.
I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Kyle Symonette.
Symonette.
Also known as Unknown Studios, but he released, I think, this piece under his own name. You can check out his Instagram. I think it was, let's see, yeah, it's faux.life1. If you check out that Instagram, you can see a couple more pieces of, different kinds of animations that he's done. That was just a really short clip, but it was really cool. Flex was what that was called. Let's see. All right. That was it, right? Yep.
That's it, bud.
Okay. All right. So it is time. We mentioned that we're going to have a moment of slack. And if you know what that is, you are probably excited about this. But
you are not pink.
You are not a pink. Yeah. So you'll get a little bit of a taste of what it means. Moment of slack. We're referring to the Church of Subgenius.
Praise Bob.
Praise Bob. You can look up Subgenius. Was it subgenius.com or .org?
Subgenius.com.
Or was it .org?
It's .com.
It's .com. Okay. So, and you know, if you don't know much about the Church of Subgenius, it is basically a parody religion.
Parody to you.
Well, to some people, it's a parody religion.
Not to the followers of Bob.
Oh, there you go. Pardon says, praise Bob too. Oh yeah. So we're gonna over the next couple of weeks, we're gonna be featuring some pieces, some videos from Church of Subgenius fame. These are pieces created by Reverend Ivan Stang. I was able to reach out to him and talk with him, and he gave us permission to show some of this stuff. And coming up, if you know about X Day, that is on July 5th. So July 5th, we're going to have a special live stream broadcasting from the JOKERJOKER TV studios. And tune into that. And we'll be releasing more information about that as we get closer to that date. But I guess in the meantime, here is a moment of slack.
Praise Bob.
Praise Bob.
Alien force to invade, infest in government.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Dragging your butt through the day, selling body and soul to a bunch of bland normals? Acting stupid so they'll think you're one of them? Tired of getting all of the guilt, but none of the sex? There is a simple answer, dear friend. A glowing beacon of slack amidst the turmoil and darkness. It's J.R. Bob Dobbs, the living slack master, and his Church of the Subgenius. Bob brings a new destiny for the abnormal. For Bob comes to justify our sins, to unmask the conspiracy, and to get us back the slack they stole away. It's us versus them. Are you gonna fry in hell on earth alongside the pink boys? Or will you pull the wool over your own eyes and accept Bob into your mind? Repent, quit your job, slack off, and praise Bob!
Church of the Subgenius, eternal salvation, or triple your money back.
The voice of the mob howling for blood.
No, perhaps the world is sick and I'm well. Who's on the big show tonight? Well, listen, Bob. Remember, Bob.
Please, call me Bob. Please, call me Bob.
He will not reveal his identity, so for today, we're calling him Bob.
Wow.
Oh,
words.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love Bob,
Yeah.
and I'm not ashamed of it. Good. Some people are. Ooh, I love that, Bob.
His word is our command.
B, O, B.
D.
O, B, B.
S.
All right, yeah. Yes, there is P.
Y.
She's got big bobs, Daddy.
Listen up. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to
Bob? Yes, sir. Maybe. Well, maybe this is a good idea.
Everything's possible with Bob. There's really only one solution.
Bob?
Everything's possible with Bob.
So call 13 old 13. There's no Bob. That's 13 old 13. Call
Bob.
Kern. 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 Joker TV. Joker.
Come on out to AthFest 2024 for NATEBALLS Funny Bone Comedy Show. What's that whole thing where you shove somebody's poop from their poop up your butt and it makes you healthier? What? Was that okay? We'll sidebar that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so 2 shows on the night. The second show featured Foursome and Lanny Farmer. This is Owen Hunt, Philip Broughton, Arma Benoit, and Chad Forehand. These guys I've seen multiple times. I've been on shows with them multiple times. They are super funny. They're going to keep you laughing, I promise. And Lanny Farmer. Lanny's been crushing it. He's been putting in the work, man, and I'm pretty excited to have him be our headliner at AthFest, our local Athens Golden Goose right there, laying them eggs.
What's up? This is scary. I don't want to be here.
2 shows, 1 night, 2 opportunities to come and get your comedy for AthFest 2024. Tickets are available at athenscomedy.com. And come hang out with me as the host of NATEBALLS Funny Bone Comedy Show at AthFest.
You're sitting at home, you're all alone. You're trying to find out what to watch on your phone. It's NATEBALLS, little funny bone. Yeah.
Hey everybody, NATEBALLS on location this week. He's doing tours of various wiener factories across the South and the Midwest. He asked me to fill in for him while he's out and about, so it's time for NATEBALLS Little Funny Bone with me, Hotdog Faerie. The purpose of this show is to talk about everything NATEBALL. Boom! And I'm on the socials at It's NATEBALL, y'all. The other purpose of this show is to talk about Athens comedy. You can follow Athens Comedy for weekly updates at Athens Comedy or athenscomedy.com. And that brings us to the next part of our show. I put together a few clips of some of the previous jokers that have been guests on NATEBALLS Little Funny Bone. Check it out.
So yeah, Levi, what first and foremost, what made you want to get into doing stand-up comedy?
So for me, it's always been a passion of mine.
Oh shit, did you hear that noise?
I did.
Did you hear the horn?
That's a really good question.
Okay, let me have it.
All right. Well, you're really gonna make me answer that question,
dude? That's the thing. I think people like to know, like for like I said, for anybody that's never done it and is aspiring to do it, to find out what was the trigger to get somebody else.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I felt a shift.
Oh snap! Got it! NATEBALLS famous hot dog eating contest where we don't really eat no hot dogs.
It was about a year ago, February.
What was that? Holy crap, it predicted the future. Uh-oh!
And we didn't let that stop us.
Oh, snap!
Well, no.
So I'm just going to... Okay. And then, to finish it off, they say that this is the wiener of fruit. So why not a little extra potassium banana? All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get some horns over there, Dane. All right, boom. That looks like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.4, 13, 13, 15. All right, now 6 raspberries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's going all for one. All for one at a time. I like this Joker style. We're at 20 seconds there, bud. We're trying to get your fruits and your veggies in here in this segment. We've only got about 14 more seconds. Are you going for the bottom? This guy's a maniac. I was literally going to say something. If I knew anybody that goes from the bottom, leave it in the chat. Do y'all go from the top or do y'all go from the bottom? Okay? For me, that I'm getting older, I'm going to take it any way I can get it. That's the honest truth. All right, we're getting that banana down. We're at 42 seconds. 44. How is that banana? Is it good? Are we holding it in? We're done? I got a bag here you can throw up in. But don't throw up on my other bananas. These are for me. All right, let's call it at 56. Oh, wait, are you still plugging through? Oh, dude, he's rallying. That's what we call a boot and rally. Holy shit, he's got the whole thing in his mouth. All right, now after this, I didn't tell you, but we do have 6 wieners to follow this. No, I'm totally kidding. Kidding, bro. Like I said, here, put it in the bag. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. So for Athens Comedy, usually I'm going to go over all the topics on Athens Comedy, right? But since this is your job, why don't you tell us what's going on here coming up, and I'm going to eat a pickle. All right, how many we got down? Are you already down 3 wings? You're on number 4. Holy shit. I'm the one sweating and you're the one eating all the wings. Oh my gosh. Just give it to him, man. Like, give it to him. Just let me get this pickle in my mouth.
That's great.
Back to Owen. We've got plenty more shows to talk about.
No, it is.
Getting lost in the sauce at Sauce House. You know what I'm saying? Let's get saucy. Damn it. She beat me.
Well, that sure was fun, wasn't it? I like it better when they're eating wieners, but that's just me. Speaking of wieners, here's one of my favorite moments from a previous episode of NATEBALLS' Little Funny Bone. Roll the next clip, please.
Source. Oh, man, that burger looks juicy. Oh, God, I'm so hungry when we do this show. It's my dinner time. Look at these wieners, man. The wieners are so good. We're doing some camera stuff. Can they still hear me?
Yeah, just talk about the wieners.
Okay, so what we've got going on right now, guys, are some of the, probably about 12 to 13 of some of the most juicy wieners ever seen on film. These things are rolling. These things are juicy. These things are glistening. And I just got an erection, okay, guys? So, oh, shit. I was about to say, if we didn't have the camera back, I could do my thing. You know what I mean? Shoo-ba-doo-doo.
Yeah, that was a good one. But what can I say? I like jokes about wieners. 'Cause I'm a wiener man. But you don't have to call me Mr. Mr. Wienerman's my dad's name. NATEBALL wanted me to remind everybody about AthFest, so, we'll go ahead and roll the next clip. Hit the button, Eileen.
Come on out to AthFest 2024 for NATEBALLS FUNNYBONE Comedy Show. Y'all, I'm super psyched about this. Starting at 7, we've got the 5-minute fire drill. The main thing about this is to showcase the talent that we have here in Athens, Georgia. When it comes to our local comedians, they're going to be doing their best jokes, their most fire, funniest stuff. 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to be keeping the pace going, and it's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to see a bunch of different styles of comedy based on people's personalities, a bunch of different types of jokes. It's going to be keeping the pace going. It's going to be a hot show, the 5-minute fire drill. So hit us up. That's from 7 to 8:30. Run to my show at AthFest. Guaranteed it's going to be funny. So give me your money. Yeah.
Well, that should be fun. Many of the comedians featured on the 5-minute fire drill have been guests on NATEBALLS' Little Funny Bone before. Here is Julianne Merritt singing a song about a brand new fetish that is currently trending all over the interwebs. Take it away.
Once there was a couple, a boy and a girl, and when they were together 2 weeks, the boy said to the girl, "Hey, I really don't want you to watch porn anymore." She said, "Fine, but only because it makes you insecure, and not because I don't want to." One day they were at his house watching something on his computer, and he got up to go to the bathroom, and he said, "While I am in the bathroom, please don't go through my computer. Please don't look at my computer. Please don't look at my computer while I take this shit." And that's exactly what she did. Can you guess what she found on his computer? Can you guess what she found on his computer? You will never guess what she found on his computer. Can you guess? It was fidget spinner porn. Hey, what the fuck is that? It was fidget spinner porn on a recent tab. When he came back from the bathroom, she said, "Hey, did you wash your hands?" And he said no, and turned around and washed his hands and came back. And when he did, she said, "Do you remember how you told me that you didn't want me to watch porn anymore? And how you didn't want me to go through your computer? Well, I've been doing both." Can't believe what I found on your computer. I cannot believe what I found on your computer. I can't believe I found on your computer fidget spinner porn. Hey, what the fuck is that? Hey, fidget spinner porn on a recent tab. And he started to cry because he was pathetic. And she stuck with him because she was pathetic. This song is not about me. One day she was alone at her house watching Twilight, and he called her and he said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm alone at my house watching Twilight." And he said, "Doesn't Taylor Lautner take his shirt off in that?" "I don't really want you looking at Taylor Lautner like that." She said, "Hey, do you remember how I found on your computer fidget spinner porn?" Hey, what the fuck is that? Fidget spinner porn on a recent tab. Fidget spinner porn. And he started to cry again. Remember, he's pathetic. She said, "No, I've got to go to his house and end it." So she drove to his house, because these are the things that you do in person. And he started to cry, and he held her hand, and he said, "Just sit with me a while, and together we can watch fidget spinner porn." No, the fuck we can't. Not watching fidget spinner porn. Then they watched fidget spinner porn. She kind of understood. Because in fidget spinner porn, it's the plot that's really good.
Yay! So original. I love that. Heard of it.
So, great news, y'all. I'm being told that NATEBALLS has a special report from out and about on location. So chill out, everybody. It's NATEBALLS, y'all.
Ball could be in the studio. Where he's at, nobody ever knows. He's out and about. Wiener Faerie, what are you doing here, man? I'm trying to take a poop. Oh, I know I should have ate that cheese. Well, now that you're here, I might as well tell you what I'm doing. I'm out and about for the great Wiener adventure, the summer of 2024. I've heard that there's some really great wieners out there, y'all, and I've just got to get out there and see for myself. So I've got to climb a mountain or swim through a lake or go to the mother flipping moon. That's what I'm going to do. So don't forget to get your ticket to NATEBALLS FUNNYBONE at AthFest June 20th at the Globe, and I'll be back in the studio soon. And until then, guys, keep it clean. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the end of the show, everybody. I guess I'll go ahead and sing a song. I guess I know.
Do it, buddy.
Me. They sizzle, they grizzle, so step up to the griddle. So say catch up his tummy and a pajam. K-A-R-L-A Disco Wiener Haven. Salsa, eat ketchup. Salsa, eat ketchup. Salsa,
At home, you're all alone. You're trying to find out what to watch on your phone. It's NATEBALLS, little funny bone. Yeah.
And I smoked. It was so nice to hear their voices. It reminded me of a warm place in my heart. Hello, my name is Sean Marquardt. This is episode number 21. Of Friends of Aquarius on Joker TV. Okay, let's cook. It never ends.
Classic City Creeps.
Clapping, creeping. I am nothing, you are nothing. We are literally just a bunch of tells and shit. We are known as hell and nothing to be stopping. Creeping, creeping, creep, 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 creep.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Classic City Creeps.
Hi.
This is not Miles. This
Nope.
is Miles is a replacement for the evening and possibly for forever, depending on how Miles is acting.
Substitute. So we're going to watch the Magic School Bus today.
We're wheeling in a TV set pretty soon. For our 10th episode, we got a very special guest, Adam Beahan, with us. How you doing, Adam?
I'm excellent. I'm well.
You're well? Are you feeling creepy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
I guess that's up to the other people that are watching.
Fair enough. Well, we like to start off every show with a very funny segment, 30 seconds of stand-up.
Creeping, creeping, creep, 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 creep.
30 seconds.
They say that having sex with a fat lady is... I fucked that up. They say that a fat lady is like a moped. And it's fun to ride until your friends catch you on one. And then those friends tell you that everyone in the town was riding that moped. And it's just like a moped to break your fucking heart. That's it. Quality content here. All right, Adam, we're going to swap places, buddy.
All right. So the month of June is LGBTQ Awareness Month, which is awesome. it's also PTSD Awareness Month, which I was not aware of. But I guess they just kind of don't want to talk about it. Nobody wants to get shot in a fit of confused rage. Okay.
Hell yeah. That's how we do 30 seconds of stand-up. You can stand up now. Yeah. We love...
Thought we're doing it again.
No, we only do it the one time for posterity's sake, which is a word I don't even know what is.
Posterity. It's a good word.
It's a solid word. It's feels like very Civil War lettery.
Yeah, yeah. Not a very Civil War, though.
No, not very civil at all.
When I first heard that in school, I was like, man, this next chapter is going to be really nice. They're just going to be out there shaking hands.
It's like when they say jumbo shrimp, it kind of cancels the other word out. That's like when I was a kid, I thought it was a civic war. I thought they were fighting over Honda Civics because I think I saw a commercial at the time that was titled Civic War, and it was released by Phil Hughes Honda of Athens fame. Ken Burns documentary style, Civic War, sales event, Toyota-thon.
Typhoid fever comes as a feature with the cars.
Instead of an owner's manual, you get like letters from home.
Yeah. My dearest Margaret, replace the battery only while vehicle is in off. You know which side I'm on.
We lost the war, but we did win the accent lottery with that, I think.
You don't want to do the north side.
You don't want to do like a northern accent. I tell you what, I'm writing home, fucking freezing my ass off.
Yeah. What the hell are grits? Fucking bullshit.
Emancipation Proclamation. Forget about it.
You know how they talk to the 1800s like that.
That's how they were. Well, that being said, we'll move on to our next segment, most controversial segment because we don't know what it's called. Gambler Rambling or Rambler Gambling. We're going to spin this here wheel. Here's your topic.
Homework. Man, homework. That's has a new meaning as an adult, I guess. You know, it's just being at home. It's all being at home is homework. That's all I got.
Home on the range. No, I think homework is what Catholics believe women are good for. I'm going to see what topic I get. My topic is cycling. That's one of those... That's a tough one because I like that they're concerned about the environment, but I just wish they were being like a little less gay about it.
Yeah, good point.
Just like you don't have to wear spandex to ride a bicycle. Like I don't think that helps your time that much, and I don't think anybody's really that concerned with it because every time I get behind somebody on a bicycle in my car, then I have to sit there and follow them because I'm staring at their ass the whole time.
Yeah, it's like, get a seat, guy, you know?
Yeah, like get a seat that's not my face, you know what I mean? I was getting really confused while I'm driving down the highway. Fucking pisses me off. Did not like it. Turns out I'm the gay one. Who knew? Yeah.
I was thinking of the other kind of cycling. I was like, glad I don't have to do that.
Oh shit! It's a bloody good joke.
It's about periods.
Well, I think it's time to head back to the Classic City real quick for our next segment, which is a segment that we like a little privacy for because involves a lot of complaining and you know people don't always like that. So I'd like to head up north somewhere. You know,
up north. Yeah. I thought we established that we were not fans.
This is a different north, more of a space travel situation.
Okay. All right, so it's the good one.
Yeah, space, no space Yankees. Oh, it's always way colder than you expect it to be.
Yeah, way less oxygen too.
I know. It's that fucking alien's always hanging out here, dude. Carl, get the fuck out of here.
At least it's not racist up here.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, we've cured the space of the ugly scold of racism.
Thanks, aliens.
Well, this is where we like to do a subject called grievances. This is where we air our grievances in a space where there is no air. So we talk about the things that are bothering us, what's breaking our hearts, what's driving us mad. Do you have anything this week, Adam?
Yeah, I think it's stupid that when you go to like prison or jail, you know, not really speaking from experience or anything, but when you go to prison or jail, when you get out, you only get the clothes that you came in with. So, I mean, this is that's just bullshit. I'm glad I didn't, like, kill anybody or anything, like, in high school. Because I'd just be walking out at, like, 35, like, now looking kind of, like, Aryan Brotherhood-ish, but also wearing, like, a Fall Out Boy t-shirt. like a fucking like studded belt. It'd be a confusing hitchhiker.
Yeah, I always thought about what if you get out of prison and none of those clothes don't fit anymore.
Yeah, that's what you got.
Well, it's fucking hilarious. My grievance this week is I have a neighbor named Pat, and
that's it. Fuck you, Pat.
Pat is a fucking cunt of a lady. She's just the worst.
Okay.
She's terrible because she keeps calling the HOA on me, and I also want to say fuck the HOA. I don't like anybody that has 3 letters. Pat, HOA, they're all bad to me, and I keep getting these complaints from the HOA about random shit. Like I have a car that I own that's just sitting in my driveway. I got a complaint. Hey, your car has a flat tire. If you don't fix it, we'll charge you $50.
$50, yeah.
What are you gonna do with the $50? Are you gonna fix my tire for me?
I clearly don't have $50 to fix the fucking tire.
Dude, if I had $50, I wouldn't have this problem.
Jeez.
It's just aggravating. And so Pat keeps calling the HOA on us. She's not had the easiest road. She lives by herself. She's in her 80s, I think. But you kind of start to learn that these people that are dying alone are like dying alone for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like just kind of helps motivate me to like just not be an asshole to everybody.
Also, what's the worst the HOA could do to you? Like if you push them to their brink?
I don't know, another civil war maybe? HOA, it seems like it's like a fun thing. It's like, oh, it seems, you know, it seems exciting. You know, it's like an Al Pacino or maybe even a Michael J. Fox situation.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm all grieved out. It's time to return to our beloved Classic City.
Okay, let's go.
Let's jump down. It's hard on the knees.
Yep.
I like how my guy has a porn stash in my little Force Ghost behind us. It's so creepy. This is the creepiest thing about our show.
Yeah, that is the creepiest thing. You're right. Definitely.
Fucking Billy Bob Thornton just hanging out in the clouds up there.
I can't figure out what mine looks like. I don't know.
Yours looks like, I don't know, it looks like a cowboy who got his hat shot off.
I could see that.
And
big ass head cowboy.
Yeah, he's just like, no, it didn't go from a 10-gallon hat.
20-gallon hat. See if it fits.
We put it on the wrong cowpoke.
All right.
Dude, that fits so natural. You look like straight off the cover of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that's great. Have you ever seen the video for Highwaymen by Highwaymen?
Oh, my God.
Remember when their big old faces are up in the sky?
Yeah.
That's what I look like right now.
Just like, just straight deities.
I'll build a dam or something. I don't remember the word.
I was a dam builder.
Yeah, that was it.
They're all like normal jobs until they get to Johnny Cash, and his is like, I was a spaceship. It's
yeah,
like, what the fuck?
He was physically a spaceship.
Yeah, it's just that's what pills will do for you. I never thought about how much Willie Nelson looked like the Wendy's girl until now.
Yeah, just from behind.
I think it's a conspiracy. They got to be in cahoots because anytime I smoke a lot of weed, I'm like, Wendy's it is.
Yeah, I can see the connection.
It's just that.
The rainbow connection.
Yeah, shouldn't I do that was Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Same guy.
Yeah, pretty similar performers actually, both married to pigs. I don't know anything about Willie Nelson's wives. I'm sure they're all lovely women. I'm sure they put up with a lot.
Yeah. Did Kermit ever actually marry Miss Piggy?
No, I think they're just living in sin.
Yeah.
Down by the pond.
Well, he doesn't even seem into it all the time. So it's kind of weird. Just like, I can't do a Miss Piggy voice. Hiya!
Give
me that dick, Kermit.
Well, that's only fair, partner. Should have been a cowboy. Might have lived longer. Well, time to highlight our favorite comedian this week. Wonderfully talented comedian of the week. That's going to be Liv Taylor.
Not to be confused with Liv Tyler.
Nope. She's told me so many times about why her name is Liv Taylor. And because when I first met her, I thought it was Liz Taylor.
Oh.
And then I thought it was Liv Tyler. But apparently her dad was a big fan of Liv Tyler and Olivia Newton-John.
Wow.
So her Christian name's Olivia.
Wow. I was going to assume her dad was a big fan of Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, there's something about... she talks about her dad being a crackhead a lot. And there's something about crackheads who do love people with three names. Dale Earnhardt
Never noticed
Jr., that. Lee Harvey Oswald, I don't know.
He loves crackheads?
Yeah, they're big. It's not big Jack Ruby people.
I guess like the crack gives you more like focus. So you can make that impossible shot.
Apparently. It also makes really good comedian kids. So if you want to do some crack and have a kid become a stand-up comedian, might as well have him become Liv Taylor. She's very funny. She's been doing comedy for, I think 8-9 months now, and I got to see her first time doing stand-up, and she's gotten better and better every time. She's frequent at My Kai, and she's also doing a lot with the Upstairs Comedy Club and Bar. So you can check her out there. Check out her Instagram at Liv Taylor Laughs. So really, really cool person, and happy to be seeing her out and about.
Yeah, check her out. It'll be her 9-month. She'll be crowning.
She'll be crowning. That's right. That comedy baby. Praise God, man. Well, we're gonna go back to
sit in the front row.
We're gonna say goodbye to Liv. Bye, Liv.
Bye.
Be safe going down that
Back
dark
into the
alley.
uterus with you.
That's right. She just hangs out at the end of the alley. There she goes. Bye. And
Love
we're gonna
love that alley.
That's a nice alley. It's like a coat of many colors. But it's good to be back in the classic city here, right? You can see toppers behind us.
Yeah. On the same height as the building.
Yeah.
Great.
A lot of people don't know this. Athens is a very small town.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Praise God. Well, that's been our show, folks. Adam, you got anything to tell the people before you leave?
Nothing that would be appropriate.
Fair enough.
Well, keep these inside.
Well, that's been episode 10 of Classic City Creeps. Love you guys to death. Bye-bye.
You're watching Joker Joker TV. I'm Sister Slayla, and I've been missing for a while, but keep watching, and maybe I'll come back. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she's in the chat. Hey, Slayla's not missing anymore. She's in the chat right now. All right, welcome back, everybody. We had a long set there. We had NATEBALLS, Little Funny Bone, featuring the Hotdog Faerie, giving you clips of past NATEBALL episodes and a little bit of an appearance from NATEBALL there. Sorry we caught you on the toilet. Sorry about that, but maybe next time you'll be out doing something.
Yeah, are you still on the toilet? That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe he's still
Can
on the
you
toilet.
Just let us know? Drop it in the chat.
He might have got stuck there.
Love to hear from you. Yeah. Let us know how it's going.
And then Friends of Aquarius, some really awesome stuff there. Featuring it looks like some people from different places in the world. I wanted the artists to look like they're from Brooklyn, New York, I think maybe. Or maybe the performance was happening in Brooklyn. I'm not sure. But then we had Classic City Creeps there right before we came back with their new addition, Levi and Adam. Miles is on break right now, but he should be coming back eventually. So maybe we'll get a couple different people with Levi there.
I wonder if he's with NATEBALL. That's weird.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. Kind of both disappeared at the same time. So
they're not telling us something.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's see. We've got a guest coming in. Are we? Is he ready out over there?
I think so. Let me see. Let me double check.
Let's bring our guest in here.
Boom! Here it comes.
There he is. All right, everybody. Welcome Noah James Saunders. Am I saying Saunders right?
Saunders.
Is it Sanders or Saunders? Saunders.
Yeah, no, we haven't sold the U yet.
Thanks for coming into the studio and talking to us. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I am glad that you guys let me on because I know you guys have very strict policy with beards.
Not you have to too many beards.
We have to have a certain number of gray hairs to be on this show.
Yeah,
and I passed by 2.
We got an overload of beards on this show. So yeah. So let's see. I guess to start off, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do. You're an artist. You work in mostly 2D and 3D art, right?
Yeah, 3D, I guess. Yeah,
mostly 3D, I guess. Yeah, and like that, I was really introduced to you for the first time with your wire work. I went. I think it was at Linden House, and you had something in there.
Oh yeah, that dude with the mohawk, I think.
Yeah, maybe. It's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while, but it was a piece that when it would spin, because you had it hanging from a string or something, and it would kind of change as it would spin or something.
Yeah. So it would have been a portrait of someone's face.
Yeah.
And it has a concave and a convex side, which sounds weird.
Yeah.
But just trust me. So the like we have whatever. This is my convex side.
I don't know.
But then with wire, you can see it from through the back.
Yeah.
But the problem is, since as a Homo sapien, we're not trained to see somebody's face from a concave angle, so the
Yeah.
brain pulls it out. So
Yeah.
no matter which angle you're looking at the piece, a physicist friend of mine said it's called the necrocube principle.
Wow.
That no matter which angle you look at it, it still looks like a cube.
Yeah.
So this is why I like living in Athens. People come to your studio and they give you this wonderful language.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
really
love
cool.
it.
Once I learned that, it was just like totally like blew my art out of the
Awesome.
water, because it was like, oh my god, I can create a face, but I can actually create multiple portraits in the same piece of art. So if it's a
Yeah.
bronze face or marble, whatever, like you have kind of a very
Yeah.
limited amount of like physical stuff to deal with. Whereas wire, I guess technically it's physically not as, there's not as much substance.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. But
it makes
but
sense to me because
yeah.
I've seen the pieces.
Yeah.
But and it just has that element of where it does that thing like you're saying, it plays that trick with your brain. But you also even.
But I work it deliberately.
Yeah.
So the amount of emotions that I can play with. So it's like I can. I've got it now to almost like it's a bit like a science.
Wow.
So it's like this, so I can actually have a piece where when you're looking at it from one angle, it looks like a person is looking down and they're like maybe deep in thought.
Mhm.
As it's like you go to a cafe or bar to meet a friend and they're like reading a book or reading their phone or whatever, and then
Yeah.
they look up and go, hey. I can actually do that in my sculpture.
Like it spins and it becomes a different.
Because the
like,
eyes actually shift angle and they will look at
Wow.
you. So you can have the internal, like I'm looking down, and then I see you.
Oh, wow.
And it's like when I discovered it, I didn't, I'm not smart enough to have pre-thought this, but I was like, oh my god, this. It was
Yeah.
amazing because it's like suddenly I realized I was dealing with like more time than most sculptors deal with when they're doing portraiture. If that makes I have maybe sometimes even like 30 seconds of emotions that I can actually put into a piece of
the
art.
time of it spinning. Is that what you mean by
No,
time?
I mean
or?
like the 30 seconds, meaning like how long it takes a person to have this like, oh my god, I just got a text that maybe like my partner dumped me to oh my god, an old friend.
Oh, yeah,
like
the
to,
change.
Yeah, the change, and so I can actually capture that
Wow.
amount of differential of emotional experience in a piece of art.
Wow.
Which is, can't believe I
and
say
like,
that, but it's true.
what kind of wire are you using? Is there any specific wire?
It's mostly galvanized steel wire.
Okay.
I guess we can start from the beginning. Might make more sense. So when I was in 5th grade,
there you go.
my elementary school art teacher taught me how to make little pipe cleaners, like little people out of pipe cleaners, and I was addicted. So I got home and I looked at my Lego set and I said, "We're done."
No.
And I was so funny, but I basically transferred my like constructive play into wire, and I completely denuded the entire house of all spiral bound notebooks.
Oh, wow.
They were all dead that day.
Wow.
And then my dad caught me at Kroger stealing all the twist ties. Do you remember those? And he finally just grabbed me and goes, "Boy, there's a place we can go called a hardware store." So that's why I use the wire that I do, because we literally just went to a hardware store and he's like, "Just buy whatever you want. Stop stealing."
And it's super cheap at the hardware store when
yeah.
you're getting it in bulk like that. Yeah, so.
And it was cool. I knew I kind of made it as an artist when one day I went to Normal Hardware, which is where I buy my stuff a lot, and I was in Flagpole. This is maybe like, I don't know, like 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And all these old timers, stood up and went, "The wire god."
That's funny.
Because they'd done an article about it. But yeah, so I just use galvanized steel wire, which is really cool, and it's really significant because I feel like wire art is the most democratic art we have.
Yeah.
Because I deal with, like, I'm doing a lot of stuff where I'm asked to teach kids and all that kind of stuff, and you go to these places where they're like, art needs to be taught, which is I totally agree with. But but the thing is, if you go to a really tiny town, you can't say to some kid, go to your local art supply store and buy, like there is no supply store,
exactly.
but there's always a hardware store.
Yeah.
And everyone has wire in their house.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because it's like you really can give somebody something that actually is so just ubiquitous in our society that people can do these creative things with it. So I feel like it's sort of subversive.
And I mean, so you're even. I mean, I didn't realize it went that far back, like when you were a kid. But you've been doing these these wire sculptures like that since then?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you go to your Instagram and it's just like pages and pages of just all these cool pieces that you've done. So you've done quite a bit. Like, I think in your bio it said like 24 years here in Athens. You've been living as an artist full time?
Yes. Yeah. So
how do you make that work? There's a lot of artists watching right now that are like, how the hell does he do that?
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Well, I did have one job once. To be serious and honest, I guess I was a soda jerk and I got fired after my first paycheck because I was making baskets out of these really cool wooden coffee stirrers. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, they were so cool, but they did not like that. And so I went home, and it was my first apartment. I was in Atlanta at the time, living in this really cool, amazing guy's basement, like apartment kind of thing. And I just bawled my eyes out, and I was like, how am I gonna like eat as an adult, you know?
Yeah.
And then I just sat up and I thought, this art thing is just gonna have to work. And to me, I'm being very serious. This is kind of how it has to happen, right?
Yeah.
So I called up every adult I knew and just said, "Hi, I've just opened up an artist studio. Please consider me for your next art purchase."
Nice.
And it's just, you know, it does suck because it's like, to be a really successful artist, you do have to at least somehow tap into an extroverted part of yourself.
Be the promoter.
Yeah, and so I just, you know, by making 100 calls, like 3 people were like, "Oh, cool, yeah, we have been thinking about buying some art or whatever." And so I got some commissions, and then that led to people hearing about me doing commissions because you know that people really like to support things when they know that you're doing it. You know, so if you're at a party, whatever, and like you're like, "Oh, I got a commission today," people are like, "You do?"
Yeah.
I want to commission you.
And using those terms too, like, helps sometimes because you know people don't know you accept commissions until you say, "Hey, I accept commissions," and then people understand. Oh, okay, you know.
Yeah, and then it just kind of snowballed, and I would do like just random art shows. This dude in Atlanta, he had this really cool apartment that was in a Sunday school building. Yeah. So he had like 6 rooms, you know, it was really, and so we just took over his apartment and turned it into this art show. Yeah. And then I just started, you know, approaching galleries and stuff, and it just kind of.
And then 24 years later, you're basically living off of your art at this point.
Yeah. I've always been living off of it to some degree, sometimes more successfully.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes, I mean, in that, I kind of like see if you want to be successful as an artist, just in my experience too, and some people that I've seen, like you have to sometimes rough it quite a bit, and to get to that place where you know you have that, you know, where you've done it long enough, you've done it enough that people have seen you. You're getting commissions, you're getting whatever, these jobs coming in, and you can turn it into an actual living a little bit. But it's still hard sometimes to make a living off of any kind of art. But
sure. Well, it's also, I don't know. It's how do I say this? I feel like for me, the most successful thing about it has been because I've been able to let go of society's expectations. Yeah. You know, so like I'm not like trying to like I don't drive, for instance, so I don't have a car. So like take out that expense. You know, just little things like that where you know, learning how to live in a way that maybe not fit a certain kind of. You're not. What am I trying to say? Actually, James Baldwin talked about this a lot. He's like, people are gonna think you're fucking insane. Yeah. You know, and you just have to get used to that. Yeah. Like, you know, you're gonna disappoint everybody. Yeah. You know, and then suddenly when your career starts taking off, then suddenly they all want to be your best friend. You know, it's this weird thing, but it's real. And so having that, finding people that can really support you with in any form. I mean, sometimes you just have to find people that will love you no matter what. Yeah. While other people that are like, I am so disappointed. I thought you were going to be a doctor. You know, you know, and it's hard, but it's beautiful.
So talking about taking off, let's talk about some stuff that you've been doing recently, because you had an opportunity to work with Creature Comforts, which is a brewery here in town in Athens. Tell us a little bit about like how that came to be about and what you did with them.
Okay. So I was invited to have this one piece in a small show in LA. I guess in November, December, and I thought it'd be fun to be able to go to LA to go to this thing. Yeah. It was at Bonham's, this auction house, and it was a really cool thing. But then when Creature Comforts heard that I was going to LA, they called me up and they're like, "Hey, we just opened up a brewery in LA." So it's like CCBDT LA. And
they started here in Athens.
They did.
But this thing just opened in LA, and they're it's the 2 locations now, right?
Right. Yeah. So I jokingly was calling it the Athens Embassy of LA. So if you're in LA and it's just really getting you down, you just go to Creature for a little bit of Athens. Yeah, it's amazing because it really is like just going to Athens, you know. Wow. And so they have this room, like this whole like just an empty room. Yeah. And this guy was like, "Can you just put your art in here and do a show?" And I was like, "Okay." And so we had to had to find the money because I wasn't expecting that expense
to have to drive. Did you drive across country? Well, you don't drive though.
You're right. I don't drive. Yeah, so I flew because I'd already bought the ticket. But because of the timing, I only had like 4 days to raise like $2,000 for the insurance of the work and to ship the work. So this is what I love about Athens. So I had some friends that are a band, and they came and they played at Normal Bar. We charged tickets, and then I just sold art that I had at Normal Bar. And in one night, we raised like $2,500.
Oh, man.
And so I was able to insure the work, ship the work. And it was just like this town is so supportive. And that's the other thing. If you want to be an artist, everybody will run to support you.
Yeah.
And so so anyway, so we did the show, and then it was just supposed to be for one weekend, and then the Athens Area Arts Council heard about this, and they're like, that ain't enough. So they were like, this is not right. We need you to have like a proper show. And so they gave me a grant so I can extend my stay for a whole month to have like a real 3-week long proper show at Creature. And because of that, Gallerist came in, she saw my work, fell to her knees, burst into tears. It was really amazing. It's like, talk about validation. So she signed me and gave me a show in LA, and then I just had my second show with them. And so since January, I've had 4 shows in LA, which according to everyone that I met in LA is very rare.
Very rare, yeah.
But I think it's, this one guy actually, he goes, what's with people from Georgia? He goes, every person that's an artist that comes to LA from Georgia, you guys just kick down doors and you get into a gallery. He's like, I've been here 30 years and I've never had a show.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, and that's kind of like, talking about being a successful artist. Sometimes there's a little bit of luck in it, where things just kind of fall into place, but they're not going to fall into place unless you're really actively doing it.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have a bunch of art pieces to sell at that Nowhere Bar show, you're saying Nowhere Bar, right? Where was the Normal Bar? Yeah, sorry. But at Normal Bar, if you didn't have those art pieces to sell, you wouldn't have been able to raise the money to go out there and maybe do this.
Yeah.
So because you were doing it and you're so what's the word for it? Prolific, yeah, about doing your art. That you opened up that opportunity even for yourself in a way, So.
And but that's an interesting point they bring up, and I think this is something that a lot of artists really don't understand, especially younger artists, is that there are very distinct phases in in one's career.
Yeah.
And each phase comes with a different set of solutions, and so just be comfortable with that. So for instance, if you're a student, doing art school, your solutions may be more about finding opportunities through professors or those kind of outlets.
Yeah.
But when you're first starting out, when you're out of school, you may not have 30 years of stuff to pull, and so your solutions may be to just tell everyone, I'm doing commissions now. Trust me, I can do something. And get money that way to start off. Does it make sense? And so I think a lot of times people get really scared because they see artists doing certain things and they're like, oh my god, I don't have the internal strength to be there. But it's sort of like, it'd be like a musician, if you're just busking versus if you only think musicians play on stadium, so but people do that in the art world for some reason. They make the mistake that no, if you're starting off as a young artist, that's fine, but inhabit those boundaries fully. Does it make sense? And so that's the sort of the bitch of it, but that's the beauty of it too. So luckily, as my career has kind of moved from being more like a student of my craft, literally where I'm learning, because it's no one does wire art, I mean, there's 100 of us in the world. We're all buddies. We hang out every now and then. But the point is, I've moved from the place where I'm literally going oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. How can I do this? How can I learn more? To actually to the point where I've done it long enough to where I'm oh wow, I might actually have something to say here. And so the work that's in LA, that's that newer work. Where it's way differ, far more emotional and impactful, and so because of that, I was able to tap into a certain different kinds of resources that would not have been available to me even 5 years ago.
Which brings up something I saw you post about talking about learning stuff. You recently did a piece where you took wire and then somebody melted glass.
Yes.
onto it too, or something like that.
I've invented something new.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. I don't know how
Okay.
you want to give your secrets away,
No,
but
it's totally cool. No,
you
please.
did on Instagram. So.
My dream of dreams is what I really want to do. Like, you know, on the last day that maybe the last week that I'm on this planet, I want some kid to come into my hospital room with the little machine and beep beep beep, and I want him to say, like, I did something better than you'll ever do. That's what I really want to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, you've taken it further.
Yeah.
You know. So what I did.
But this was like, I think maybe even an opportunity that came about because you were in LA or something.
So okay, sort of.
Okay.
So what happened was maybe 2 years ago, some really sweet friends were telling me that glass and copper, getting a little into physics here.
Yeah.
So glass and copper have the same expansion and contraction rates. I think I'm using the words right.
Okay.
When heated. So because of that, if you put copper into melted glass, like in the middle, it won't break the glass because they're like happy to like, you know,
work together,
breathe together.
Wow.
And so they were like, oh, you should do your wire sculptures in copper, but I couldn't wrap my mind around it because so I make sculptures that are able to like be suspended in the air.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. They don't sag. They don't, you know, they don't lose
And
their
copper
strength.
isn't that strong.
So, but why would I make something out of the same gauge in copper that I do in steel? Like, why not just make a, you know, what's the point?
Yeah.
And
copper
so,
costs more too, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there in LA. I had a lot of time by myself. People in LA, they don't socialize the way we do in Athens.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was just kind of sitting there flipping through these art books, and it suddenly hit me if I did drawing or like sculptures out of wire that where the wires were so thin that when they were infused in the glass would actually act as a protective device for the wires. So it made sense. If that
and strengthen it too.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like protecting this idea. So it's like an ephemeral concept that's, you know, made permanent in the glass. So I guess it's kind of weird without a visual, but so you take a sheet of glass like a window pane, and you put really thin copper wires on it, and then you put another sheet of glass on top, and then you put it in this special kiln, and it marries the glass to it. And glass loves itself, so when it reaches a certain temperature, just
together with the wire in the middle.
So I'm doing this new thing, and so you'll be seeing a lot of these. And what's so cool about it, it's like this is kind of like old man art, where like I've been doing this stuff for so long that that it's like total like adult play, you know, where I don't have to be like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. I can just be like, oh, I have this really cool idea, or it's like simple sketching or something. Whereas not, because right now you have to understand, like the work that I'm working on, that's the steel wire stuff, takes anywhere from 1 to 9 months. I mean, it's it's a commitment.
Really?
It's like getting married or something.
Wow.
A date eater, you know, at least. And so, you know, it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
But day to day, it's really boring. You know? It's like, what did you do today? I sculpted a nose.
I didn't realize those pieces took that long.
Yeah, they take forever because I'm dealing with the concave and the convex sides.
Yeah.
And they also cast an infinite number of shadows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was something else I was going to mention about the piece that I saw in Linden House when we were talking about that. Is the shadow that it cast seemed to be part of the piece too?
Yeah. So I literally sculpt the shadow just as consciously as I do the sculpture. They're like one and the same. So it's like hours and hours of like, that's not right, and then you move a little piece. That's not right. You know, and so unfortunately, it's like portrait. So like we're so sensitive to human expression change. So like if I move one line like a centimeter, the entire expression changes.
Oh,
so,
wow. Yeah.
It's that. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I have to really be careful, and it's just a very, very, very complicated process. So this is why I'm super stoked to have a new form of art, which, you know, everyone's known about the copper thing, but what's cool about it is it doesn't seem, I've done tons of research on it. I can't find any metal artists that went to glass. It's always glass artists that went to metal. So they don't really, it's not very complicated because they don't know the material that well.
Yeah.
And so I work with this amazing glass artist here in town, and so I'm so excited to be doing this project. And so.
Well, it looked pretty interesting. I'd like to see a piece in person to see, because, you know, picture and Instagram, you can't really see it as well.
I have one in my bag.
Oh, you do? Oh, pull it out. I didn't realize you had stuff in your bag.
I should have said.
I was just thinking like, oh, we need like pieces to show off to people, but wow, you brought. Oh, wow. Okay. Here,
yours, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't know if.
Hold on.
Might need a. There you go. With my shirt as the background.
No, put it up to the camera.
Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe my beard is the background. There you go. Wow. And then like I'll spin it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Sorry, I didn't have a camera ready for
It
that.
kind of looks like a picture of me. It's got
Oh,
the beard
I'll
and
do
the
your
glasses.
portrait.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, really cool.
Thanks.
Wow, I've never seen anything like that done.
I haven't either.
Yeah. Well,
which is why Athens rocks.
Get ready to be huge and famous because you come up with something new. I mean, I don't know. Is that a new concept? Has anybody ever done it?
Well, yeah, people have known
that
for a long time about the thing, but yeah, no, I have looked, and seriously, y'all. I mean, I have no ego in this game, so don't. But like, if you find, I would love to copy somebody. No, I would just it'd be fun to see if anyone else is doing it, but I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And it's cool because like it's a piece of glass, so you can easily frame that.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? So it's like, and then you what do you put? I mean, do you still have that hanging? Because a lot of your pieces are hanging in midair,
right?
Not up against a wall or anything. Whereas that, because it's flat, it could be up against a wall.
To be honest, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay.
So, again, if any of you out there are listening and you go, I really have a way I'd like to display that, please let me know.
Interesting.
Because I've only made 3 so far.
Yeah.
But it's my new summer thing. So
Wow.
there'll be a bunch of them, and I should have some at some of the future events that I'm having.
Yeah, let's talk about some of your
coming up.
Yeah, let's talk about your events. You got. So you got something coming up. I think it was in July at Creature Comforts when we were talking about Creature Comforts. It's like a talk that you're going to give.
Yeah. So on the 19th, we're doing a thing.
July 19th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a ton of details. We're still having meetings.
Oh, okay.
But I will be there. My art will be there, and we'll be talking about the artist in residency. So it's the first. I'm not sure if I said that. It was the first artist in residence at the LA Creature.
Oh, okay.
place.
Yeah.
And which I'm hoping to find ways to generate some funding to make a grant where we could actually send more
nice.
Athens artists out there. I mean, because it's in a great location, and it's just awesome.
Well, for the people watching from LA, where is this? Let's tell them
it's in the
about
Fashion District, on kind of like the bottom of downtown, near 11th Street.
Okay, Creature Comforts.
Yeah.
There is okay.
The brewery,
Still
yeah.
named the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't really drink much beer, so I'm not really a fan of beer that much. But a lot of people in town seem to like Creature Comforts, so. I don't know what kind of like the more of the hoppy beer kind of thing. Is that what they? I don't know. Do you drink beer?
I do drink beer, but I am no beer expert. So,
So. Anyways, Creature Comforts from Athens.
Yeah.
Now in LA. Okay, so
on the 19th we'll be there, and we'll have we'll do like a panel discussion and just got think of it, it's sort of like a lecture, but think of it more like a show and tell. Because people are drinking beer. Like, who wants to sit there and, listen to me in my art? No, it'll be more of a fun, hey.
Will you be mostly talking about your experience of going out to that?
Yeah. And also, kind of a kudos to Athens. I mean, when I was at, so many LA artists that I met were they would just start kind of weeping a little bit when I would tell them how supportive Athens is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing how much, pure love this town gives to its artists, and so that's kind of what I want to talk about, and really see how we can keep this going and make it a thing.
Cool. And then you also have an event. It's called you're part of an event called Fox Said Fest.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. That's July. That's later on in July, right?
Yeah, on July 27th.
Yeah.
It might be a weekend thing. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to confirm, but it's at least on the 27th of July. If it's not a 3-day festival. That meeting is tomorrow. I try to. Okay, so they have some featured artists, and I'm gonna be one of the featured artists.
Okay.
And again, it's just a way of showing Athens, the cool stuff that's happening here, because there's not that many places where we can we have art shows and we have great institutions, but the shows are every 6 months or so, so we don't have places. It's not like bands where you can just go on stage all the time, and so there's a really, really amazing things happening in the visual world in Athens that don't get seen as much, on a regular basis. And so that's what I'm really hoping this is going to be. And also really showing the merger between my work and kind of like live performances and stuff with the shadow casting, which is kind of a direction that I'm also trying to go in.
So there's a performance element in what you're doing?
We're working on it.
Oh,
so
okay.
Hopefully. But I'm also telling anyone that has a band that goes, we just really need like this cool backdrop, because that's where I'm going. I can now cast shadows on like 4-story buildings.
Oh, yeah. You're mentioning that. We were talking before the show about having some kind of like casting shadow thing that you're doing. So that's what you're doing at this event?
Hopefully.
Hopefully? Yeah, okay. What is that? Like what do? You have some kind of light that is shining through the piece and then it casts up to the...
So right now, so my smaller works that are like life-size, basically, I found through another wire artist this one light. It's called Big Blue, and they are lovely people, and everyone should buy them. But it's an underwater.
Not sponsored, but
it's by sponsored.
I wish we were sponsored.
So maybe I'll call them up.
We'll talk to them.
So they are. It's an underwater scuba light.
Yeah.
And it's insane. It's like $200 this light, but it will literally cast a shadow on a 4-story building. The art school, UG Art School, that big cement wall.
Yeah.
It's like a staircase or something. We literally covered the whole thing with just one shadow of a face with one flashlight.
Wow.
And
so it was a flashlight?
It's a flashlight.
I'm thinking this big
No, it's
light,
just a flashlight.
Wow.
And so now that I know it's possible, I'm really trying to find a lighting person to really make this like high-end professional. So like when I was in LA, I met these really cool dudes. They were part of that skater generation, from like 1980 that made skateboarding so famous in LA. And this guy now runs this company where he merges artists with like rock concerts and that kind of stuff.
Cool.
And so that's kind of where I'm trying to go, is like, how do I actually take this shadow idea and you could really like put it over an entire museum or something, because I know it's possible. I just don't know lights. It's outside of my expertise.
Wow. That's I look forward to seeing that. That's going to be neat, because that to me is bringing in that element of a little bit of performance art with this physical art that you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. So I look forward to that. And then lastly, you had something going on this weekend, right?
Oh yeah.
So at Nowhere Bar.
Normal Bar.
Oh, at Normal Bar.
Normal Bar.
Oh, I got that. I thought this one was at Nowhere Bar. We've got a couple different bars in town. very, very similar names. But
so this flyer is wrong.
Yeah, so that flyer is wrong, because I think I put Nowhere on that.
You did.
Yeah, I made that flyer.
Yeah.
I took one of your pictures, and so there you can see your art though.
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh, so that's Creature Comforts.
Yeah.
So that's me, and that's my wire sculpture, and then the behind it is the shadow on a building.
Oh wow!
And so that's
I see
so
it.
that's
Okay.
at the brewery of Creature Comforts in LA.
Oh wow! Oh, that was in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like Athens. Yeah, you're right. It does, because it has that same feel.
We
Wow.
did a special thing. So that was the closing night of the big show, and it was really cool. They hired this amazing French jazz singer, and so we had this great live band, and it was amazing.
Wow. So yeah, I swear that I just copied that information from somewhere. So maybe Flagpole got it wrong too. I don't know. I have to look. I think I was copying it from there.
Oh no!
Was it from you? No, I don't know. Somewhere. I'm sorry, I got that. So not at Nowhere Bar. It's going to be at Normal Town Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
So what we're talking about is so it's just basically just a coming home party. So it was in LA. We call it my 100 days of Dazed and Confused in LA.
Yeah.
And so I'm back, and it's just a party to say I'm back, and but also
Toga party too. Right?
Toga party.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's open to the public, and it's just really just a heartfelt like, hey, my career is really making it, and I don't believe in vacuums in the student space, and the idea is like I couldn't be here if it wasn't for Athens. So I'm trying to like do as many events as possible to really just be vulnerable in front of a bunch of people and be like, hey, do you want to be an artist? Are you trying to be an artist? Let's get together, come, let's talk about this, because this town really is at this place where it's more and more really, I think, maturing around its relationship with artists. And so it's just kind of a community gathering of fun. It's gonna be 5 to 7.
5 to 7 o'clock.
Yeah, just like a happy hour toga party.
Hell yeah! All right. So everybody, if you're in Athens, go out to that. Meet Noah in person, and be able to talk more about the art. And we have stuff to see there. Will you be showing off anything?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I haven't. Sorry, I've been a bit busy. It's ever since I got back from LA.
Like
it's like everyone and their mother wants to have a meeting with me.
Yeah.
Because I have this. Can I make an announcement?
Yeah.
So I can actually say this now. I was going to officially do this on Saturday, but in your honor, I'll do it here.
You're hearing it here first.
So I finally got the contract back, so I can do this. So I have a solo show at the Marietta Museum of Art on April 5th, 2025.
Okay.
And the guest essayist to describe the meaning of the show and kind of the whole concept that we're working on is from the Getty Museum. This really amazing guy who I wouldn't know if it wasn't for the folks in Athens supporting me to go out to LA in the first place.
Wow.
And so this April show is like literally like a total continuation of this grand saga that I've been on that would never have happened if it wasn't for all the amazing, loving people in Athens, Georgia.
Wow.
So it's going to be big. It's going to be amazing.
And planned out way in advance, too. That's is that how far you normally plan things out in advance?
Actually, in the art world, actually, this is like not that much time.
Oh, okay.
So, my life is getting more and more stretched out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be amazing. And so I want Athens, we're just going to take over Marietta. I think,
And Marietta is closer to Atlanta. Anybody in the Atlanta area knows where Marietta is, but
definitely,
yeah.
And we'll probably have a huge after party. And, so seriously, it's gonna be.
I guess was there anything else you wanted to mention before we head out here? I was looking at my notes. I had a couple little things I wanted to talk about, but I think we covered everything. So, I did. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it after the show. Maybe you do some jewelry. We were talking a little bit about that.
Yes.
But that's not like is that like that's not really your focus as much, or
it is and isn't. So basically, the other part of being a professional artist is you really get kind of pushed, like currents, that happen. And so I did a whole bunch of jewelry. Actually, what happened was, to be honest, all of my galleries during COVID, the jewelry galleries that I had, went out of business.
Oh, wow.
And so it really kind of contracted my ability to sell the stuff.
Yeah.
So I haven't really done that much jewelry. But I do make jewelry. And it's the same with the art. It's all self-taught. And again, it's another thing that it wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Athens. So it was this amazing guy, Jim Richardson, who unfortunately passed, I guess, last year. And he taught me everything I know, which was mainly he would just simply ask one question every time I would be like, I really want to do this, but I don't have the right equipment. He would just go, did people do that 2,000 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, do you think they had that expensive piece of equipment?
Yeah. If you've got a hammer.
Yeah. He basically, so he taught me to be really comfortable with the most simple stuff. So what happened was
that was what I noticed when I saw your art. Because I've done some wire art where I hammered out the stuff, or I had some metal pieces that I hammered out, and it was just me exploring some different kinds of art, but purposefully going, I want to use these old timey tools. I don't want to have any specialized tools. So I had a hammer and I had a chisel, and I had some metal, and I made art out of it. And so I noticed in the pieces that I saw that I could tell you were hammering that stuff out, because I know now that I've worked with it. So but that's kind of still staying within a little bit the wire wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just it's using rudimentary materials and really making them. It's like transcending the medium, as they say. It's like making something that's so it's so basic, but it creates its own visual language where the finished product, when people see it, it really feels like something in its own right. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your art. I think it's really cool. I think everybody should go check it out. Tell everybody where they can go to find more about you.
So all my social medias are the same, which is Noah James Saunders. So my website is noahjamessaunders.com.
Okay.
Instagram and Facebook are also Noah James Saunders.
Okay. Well, check out his stuff. Reach out to him. Say hi. Buy some of his pieces. All right.
Thanks,
and come out this weekend to the Normal Town Bar, Normal Bar, and meet him in person. So, All right, well,
man.
thanks for coming on the show, James.
I really appreciate
it. No.
No.
Yeah, I asked you before we started. I was like, do I call you Noah? Do I call you James? Do I call you...
Sorry. I'll explain. So I used to always have Noah Saunders on everything, but there's all these beautiful soccer players who are now called Noah Saunders, and I was like, I can't compete with that. So there were like 5 of them, and I was like, okay, I gotta do something to distinguish myself
So you added the
from
middle
their
name
fan
in there.
pages.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So I'm not being pretentious, but using my middle name.
Yeah.
It's just a necessity because the world has gotten so much smaller through social media.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, as a band, when you're starting bands, you got to do that too. You got to research, this band name that I'm thinking I want to call my band. I got to see if somebody else is using it because people think the same, and sometimes people put words together the same, but names especially. So
it also makes it fun though when you have like a really cool idea and you're like, oh my god, this is the greatest idea ever, and then you feel pressure. Now I have to like change my entire course of life to do this idea, and then you go online and you look it up and you see that someone's already done it, and then you're like, I feel so successful. I don't have,
I've already done it. There you go. Well, once again, thank you for being on the show. We're gonna move on. We've got some a piece from Tao Lucy coming next, and then something from Diet Lite. After that, Diet Lite's going to be on tour, and closer to the end of the show, we've got a flyer showing off their tour. But I wanted to mention really quick, if I can pull it back up really quick. Sorry, they are tonight. They are in Nashville, Tennessee, at the East Room, and then tomorrow in Indianapolis, and then Chicago after that. So look up Diet Lite, and if they're coming to an area near you, go check them out. We'll be back in just a minute.
Dogwood's blue and the locusts sing, and the crickets bite for a new bowstring, and the butterflies are all stretching their wings. Everything that crawls and creeps unseen, exporting old instincts. Not the would-be king, he's canceling spring. Got his own hive when he toppled the queen. He's got a real sharp mind as well as a sting. True beyond anything the world's seen. He's a one-inch tyrant bringing men to his knees. Oh hell, the would-be king. Sky is blue when the grass is green. Every single trout still swims upstream. But all else changed with the king's decree. No more wayward sweets or poison trees. No unlearned liberty from the would-be king. He's canceling spring.
got his own hive when he toppled the queen. He's got a real sharp mind as well as a steam. Sure beyond anything the world's seen. He's a one-inch pirate bringing magic with his knees. Oh, hail the Woodbear King.
We're about to play a show. It's the album will be a show. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah. Oh, I lived in one of those.
I believe you, but that's not what I was saying. Got only
Yeah. All right, we're back. So that was Treasure Cove there. That was an older video. We've got a new one right after this. They are, pull up those flyers. Let's see. We've got 2 flyers. They are going to be here at Joker Joker TV next week on the show live. So tune in for that. But then they are also going to be playing a show. I think it's in Atlanta, Decatur, at Eddie's Attic. So that'll be June 18th. A couple days after they're live here on the show. So make sure to go check those out. We're going to have another piece from them after this that is a more of a newer video. I think they might even filmed it while they were on tour or something like that. I'm not sure. But before we get into that, I've got a big show. Or actually, we're talking about that at the end.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. So, okay. So we'll watch this video. And then we've got another moment of slack for you. And then after that, we've got more about some stuff going on this weekend. So we'll be right back. Yeah, I forgot.
Sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows, and the leaves in the trees, sometimes they grow. And under my red hat, I think I'm gonna let it go. Just like a mirror, just like a mirror, it's just like a mirror, just like a mirror. Just like a mirror. Mirror.
We have a data project. And now for a moment of slack.
Alien force to invade, infest in government.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Dragging your butt through the day, selling body and soul to a bunch of bland normals? Acting stupid so they'll think you're one of them? Tired of getting all of the guilt, but none of the sex? There is a simple answer, dear friend. A glowing beacon of slack amidst the turmoil and darkness. It's J.R. Bob Dobbs, the living slack master, and his church of the subgenius. Bob brings a new destiny for the abnormal. For Bob comes to justify our sins, to unmask the conspiracy, and to get us back the slack they stole away. It's us versus them. Are you gonna fry in hell on earth alongside the pink boys? Or will you pull the wool over your own eyes and accept Bob into your mind? Repent, quit your job, slack off, and praise Bob!
Church of the Sub-Genius, eternal salvation, or triple your money back.
That the king I saw the Subgenius building is finally due for demolition tomorrow. This may result in rush hour delays, so what do you Subgenius building, wasn't that something to do with the Reverend Bob Dobbs and those proposed little Subgenius people?
Pardon my language, but let the sons of God and man bear witness, for I speak only the truth, and never in my days have I spoken other than, for my every utterance is a lie, including this very one you hear.
I am the last remaining Homo erectus. I am a goddamn man of the future.
I'm 23 feet Bug porn, $1. How hard it is to escape the constant clamoring of insect pornography commercials. Yet, to those who see through different eyes, the world is not what it appears to those less attentive. To some few discerning ones, even God's tiniest creatures can be seen to indulge ceaselessly in mindless microcosmic reiterations of man's eternal battles and his passions. Between viruses, bacteria, and our own immune systems, as above, so below, and some see below the belt of the allowable, deep beneath the underclothing of the forbidden. Some see into the micro-conspiracy behind the macro-conspiracy. And some like what they see, but just as in our so-called human world, the winner takes all. For only the winner's genes are passed on to future generations. Yes, the conspiracy rules in the unknown world too. Now maintained in artificial wombs, aided by technology only guessed at by earth science, what might have remained the errant seed of harmless bug porn enthusiasm grows instead into the all-too-familiar larval stage, then to a pupa, and finally into a perfect clone simulacrum of your child, your neighbor, your boss, your spouse, all those people shopping at the mall. From the tiniest, most seemingly harmless conspiracy to bigger conspiracies to the final conspiracy. Dobbs Co., bringing slack to the slackless and life to the lifeless.
Praise Bob, everyone.
Praise Bob.
So there you got to see a couple little pieces from Reverend Ivan Sting. One of those pieces, in fact, including Mark Mothersbaugh. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Mothersbaugh?
You got it, buddy.
From Devo. So that was really cool.
We are Devo.
And a lot of that animation was done by Reverend Ivan Stang.
Stanky.
A lot of he's got a lot of stuff available on his YouTube page, so that's kind of where we've got most of that from. But we want to send a special thank you to Reverend Ivan Stang for letting us feature some of that stuff on the show. And stay tuned over the next couple weeks. We've got a lot more to show you. All leading up to the July 5th a Rise for X Day celebration. So tune into that. Stay tuned for more information. Let's see, we got a flyer to pull up, I think, right? Yeah. So there's a show this weekend that I wanted to mention happening all month long at Athica, the Athica Gallery. This is called Sonic Divination. And there's a lot going on with this, so you might want to, you definitely want to go to the athica.org website and look up the Sonic Divination. There's more information there, but basically, from what I understand, I haven't seen it yet myself, but I hope to soon. It's sort of a gallery show and a performance and some workshop type things, all revolving around how's it say it on there? Participatory. Scroll back down. Participatory sound field and feedback playground. So what they I think they mean by that is when you show up to this one of these events, they're very interactive. You as the audience, you can even bring your own instruments, things that make noise, toys and things that you can hit and make different noise with. Bring those with you. That's encouraged. But one of the things that I kind of planned is this thing right there, the Midsummer Ritual. It looks like from June 14th to June 15th, from sundown to sundown. Yeah, sunset to sunset. So I guess like a 24-hour show there. I kind of plan to see if I can make it for part of that because that sounds really interesting. But you can check out their Instagram, which is just Sonic Divination on Instagram, and they've been posting a bunch of videos showing pieces of different equipment and stuff that they have set up at Athica. So you might want to dig in more about that and see what's going on because it's going to be really cool. Just a couple, like I mentioned, the 14th through 15th. They've got a couple, something on June 23rd, June 29th, that are specific shows. But then they have open studio hours and drop-in participation almost every single day of the month. Around, it looks like most of the dates are around 5 to 8. So check out the schedule on the Athica website for more details, but try to make it out to that. It's going to be really cool. If we have a chance to film a little bit and bring some back to you guys, we'll show you that in the next coming weeks or something like that. Also, we've got coming up June 20th through the 23rd, JOKERJOKERtv at Athfest. We will be doing our special once-a-year broadcast that is all day, all weekend long during the hours of Athfest. We're going to have music videos, interviews, some performances, all live here in the studio during the Athfest celebration, which is a big citywide event. There's a bunch of stages around town, downtown on the streets, All the clubs are signed up to do club crawl. So there's a lot going on. Over 150 artists that'll be performing all weekend long. You can watch last week's show where we interviewed the director of AthFest, Mary Joyce, and you get a little bit more information about it. But tune in. If you're not in Athens and you're not at the event, you can tune in to our broadcast, and we'll be doing our own version of coverage of that event. So tune in for that. I hear we've already got a bunch of artists signed up for interviews. A couple people are coming in and doing their own little shows on the broadcast. I think Volumes Hip Hop will be here, a couple others. So as we get closer, maybe next week, we'll have a little bit more information on that stuff. But tune in for that. Let's see. Any other announcements? Oh, yeah. So next week, we have Treasure Cove. I mentioned that already. They're going to be on the show live. Tune in for that. And I mentioned the July 5th showing. We're going to be showing a movie. It's a Church of Subgenius movie. That kind of starts a thing that we're gonna be doing a little bit on Joker Joker, which is showing more. We're doing more broadcasts, not just on the Thursday night broadcast, but we'd like to show some longer movies. So if you're an artist if you're a filmmaker, and you've got some movies that we might have said no to before because we only have a 2-hour. Well, today's 3-hour show, but we can only play so much in those 2 or 3 hours. So if you've got some longer movies, like hour, 2-hour movies that you would like seen on Joker Joker channel, get in touch with us. Our email is tvjokerjoker@gmail.com. And let's work out something, because we'd like to start showing some of those movies maybe on different nights of the week or things like that. So once again, more about that coming up as we get closer to doing that. I want to thank everybody for being on the show. Thanks to Buzzard Guts for running production. Thank you, Noah James Saunders, for coming in and talking to us about your art. Thank you to Maria. That goes a special thanks to Maria for introducing us to Noah James Saunders. We miss you, Maria. Thank you for being a part of the show. Let's see. We want to thank Nate Ball for his show, and special thanks to Hotdog Faerie for kind of taking over the reins of Nate Ball's show there. Special thanks to Levi and Adam for their Classic City Creeps, and of course Sean Derek Cooper Marquardt. Thank you for your Friends of Aquarius. Really cool stuff that you've been showing us. Special thanks to Reverend Ivan Stang once again, and Praise Bob. We'll see you next week.
Praise Bob.
Praise Bob. Praise Bob.